We're not in jail here, right?
Too stiff.
Hello and welcome to Young Lions Studio in downtown Montreal. I'm pleased to present to you an artist I've known for a number of years who is about to put out his second album. Silvanus from Montreal is with us, and your second album, boy, how do you look at that over the last 2 years? We haven't been in touch for a couple of years, and here you are working on another album, and it's great to hook up with you again.
Yeah, man, for sure, because we did an interview like 2 years ago, like for the promotion of Talk to Ja, and yeah, that was excellent. Talk to Ja still doing well, and you know, yeah, now it's time for the second one because that was like 2 years ago, you know. But within that time, I've been working, writing, producing, and doing my thing, you know. So I think it's time now for the other one, you know.
I guess it's somewhat a little bit easier now because maybe you've spent a little less time because the technology now with computers and everything has changed so much. When you first started composing your music a while back, I mean, originally it was you put on a record on 7-inch record or a 12-inch, and now the whole technology
it's like a dinosaur,
changed.
yeah.
Exactly. How do you find the new technology with your music? Do you think it's hurt the record business or an artist's potential to make it these days, or do you think it's actually helping?
No, actually, I think the people who really get hurt in the business is the big record companies and the big studios. Because right now I have my own recording studio in my laptop. You know, most of these songs that you're hearing, they're coming from that recording studio. You know, so you know, yeah, with the technology, yeah. So you know, those are the people that. But for an artist, because remember, for an artist, if you didn't have like $40 an hour or $50 an hour to go in a person recording studio, you couldn't go in.
Nothing was done.
Right. But now you can invest some money, you know. Not a, like a $2,000 investment in whatever you want to do, and you can, yeah, you know. So I think the only people who is hurting right now, as I said, is the record companies and maybe the big studio, but artists and creative people are having a field day right now with the new technology. You know?
What do you see in the future for your music? Are you going to stick to the same format? Do you have plans to make different sounds, or are you going to stick strictly to reggae?
Well, you know, ever since I came into music, I never really see myself boxing myself in one little corner, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I always like to experience new material and new things, you know. So, and this CD is a real mix-up, you know, because I have quite a few dancehall track there. You know, I have a scare on it, and you know, some hardcore roots, as you know, that I will really deal with. So, you know, it's a amalgamation of a lot of things, you know.
Now, the album itself should have the working title of Can't Stop Us Now.
Definitely, because you know, that is what we are saying to ourselves right now. We see in anything that you do, there is always obstacle, you know, arising out of the unexpected, you know, yeah. So that is what I'm saying to myself, and I would want like my fans and, you know, friends, family, everybody to know that, you know, you can't let nothing at all stop you, you know. You know, even if you fall down, just make sure you fall upon your back so you can look up and get back up, you know what I mean?
Well, with the internet and all the new technology, Silvanus, I see no reason why you can't be stopped now.
Definitely.
This is Can't Stop Us Now here.
Yeah, man, respect.
They just can't stop us now.
Yeah, man.
Oh no. Can't stop us now.
Yeah.
I just did, huh?
Yeah, so we can say, well, that was a little intro of that.
Yeah.
Where's the record?
Alright. That's a track from Silvanus' upcoming album, possibly the title selection from the album. His second one, Talk to Ja. When I heard that album, Silvanus, for the first time, right away your lyrics hit me, and the clarity of the lyrics. Sometimes you listen to a record and you don't get quite the message of what they're talking about. But when I listen to your music, I see you as being a philosophical, determined man a deep thinker, determined spiritual person who wants to get a good positive message out to the world. I find that in your music, and on the new album that message continues.
Well, definitely, because we're not some people who make fantasy music, you know. We don't go in and imagine, you know. We actually write music of real thing that is going on. Not necessarily to me, but to maybe people around you, or maybe in the community at large, you know. Because as they say, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and him saying, don't listen to reggae music, he reads it, you know. Because reggae music is like the Gazette, it's like the Star, it's like the newspaper and magazine, because I mean you get everything in reggae music. I think that's one of the main reasons why reggae is not really going mainstream too, because society don't like to hear about themselves, you know what I mean, and reggae, because in reggae we you know, we consult all the you know what I mean, the social injustice that is going on in the world and all that, because you know, as they say, no justice, no peace, and that is why war is going on in the world today, you know. So yeah, we really have to use the music to let people know that they have to elevate themselves from themselves, you know. You understand what I'm saying when you say elevate yourself from yourself? Because if you allow people to yourself want to make you be lazy and say, oh, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do, but you have to elevate yourself from that and look for the stars, you know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I mean, keep your feet on the ground, but keep your head in the stars. It's always a good attitude.
Definitely.
And there's one new remix. Actually, there's 3 on the album, right? Remixes of previous songs from your previous album. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
One of your main inspirations is with you on one of your early singles, Admiral Tibet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And you hold him in very high esteem, don't you?
Yeah, man, definitely, because during the time when you remember, I mean, most people who are listening to me and watching me right now remember the time when reggae music was all about, you know, splattering marrows on wall and shooting them, and you understand. But
in the early '80s, there was a lot
of
that.
Yeah, and you know, that really did a big blow to reggae music. You know, but even in those times, Admiral Tibet, you know, was one of the very few artists at that time who stick to the culture and was trying to make a positive effect even in that time. You know, so yeah, I hold him in I hold him in high regards as one of my icon of reggae music. You know.
Now, when you look at a track, Where Can I Run, which is now called Not Running on your brand new album.
Yeah, because it's a remix, yes.
And you listen to the involvement of the song from 7-inch to the version that was on your last album, right, to now, quite a progression has been made.
Well, definitely, because now we have different newer equipments and, you know, more programs, and so we did lift it up a bit, you know.
All right, so the track's called Not Running, a remix of a previous track. This is you, Silvanus, my special guest, and Admiral Tibet.
Yeah, definitely.
12/8.
Yeah, run it.
This is police. Face the wall. What do I have in our pocket? Silvanus and Admiral Tibet in a combination. Just tell me why. I wonder why you want to spoil the profile. Why should I run when I know what you want? I'm hotter than a bullet from a gun. So Babylon, you better keep on. Tell me, why should I run when I see you coming? I'm hotter than a bullet from a gun. So Babylon, you better keep on.
Better? Nice? Load up the next song. Can you hold this or?
Go on.
It's like driving a car.
But I might get some hot man.
Hot little hands, man.
Are you eating up some man?
Feel it, the feeling like maybe the phantom power.
The phantom power was on?
Probably.
Huh?
Probably was on from the other mic.
Yeah.